Alright, hey everyone, Waterbot here, and welcome to Iratus Lord of the Dead, Wrath of the Necromancer. It's the newest, and I think first DLC for Iratus, because the 1.0 release was a couple months ago, and now they've added a new DLC which adds 2 new minion types, a bunch of skins, an alchemy system so you can do battle potions, so you have consumables in the middle of a run, or in the middle of a fight, new enemies on all floors, new bosses, a 6th floor, because previously it only went up to 5, which means also a new ending, new outro, and story content, and some new items and artifacts. So let's just take a quick peek at the options. Oh, I can turn off character battle speech. I'm going to do that. That always distracts me. And we can even change the character battle speed. Ooh. I like these. I really should have checked this a long time ago. Alright, everything else looks like it's good. Actually, I'm going to crank these down so we can actually hear the voices better. Because if I've turned off battle voices, that means I can turn up cutscene voices. So we can hear the Necromancer. Now this is my previous run, I'm just probably going to leave it there. And I did... Let's see. Oh, save mode. Available only on Cakewalk and More Pain. Okay. So this lets me quick save. Quick save and quick load will also be saved automatically at the start of every floor. Well, because I will admit, I'm not exactly going to say I'm bad at these games. I think I do fine, but I'm an absolute lump when it comes to playing games where I can lose my dudes. That's part of the reason why I've never finished Darkest Dungeons. There's always a temptation to do Cakewalk, but let's do More Pain with save mode on, because that actually, honestly, save mode is exactly what I'd look for. I love roguelikes, but I tend to prefer roguelikes that are like 45 minutes long if I'm gonna have permadeath. Anything more than that is, it's real tough to lose all your guys at that point, so being able to quick save and quick load at any point feels really good. Okay, so I usually go alchemy, so extra souls is pretty good, artifacts, extra brains, that. Chance to receive uncommon or better parts. I think that's what I want to go for. Let's see. Means regain vigor. Luck. Yeah, let's go for the better parts. And I'll wait on the next one. Let's see. Darkest Dungeons is a game where you're going to lose guys and you need to actually win. I don't know. I think what it boils down to is just one of those... Ooh. We just... Fetchy. Okay. We just have a ring that gives me more souls. I don't remember having that. Let's see. Okay, this is how we learn about things. Graveyard, obviously, needs a fixing. And... I have the stuff, but I don't think I want to do it. Let's see. So, do I have all of my critters unlocked? I do! Hey, and here's the new ones. I don't have to unlock them. So, I still have to get the Unfrozen, the Black Widow. Let's see. Still pretty bad about getting the Dampier. We gotta spook more people. Ghoul. Yeah, I'm terrible at that one. And Infested. Owners of the Supporter Pack. I don't own that? Okay, we might have to quick bop out, grab the Supporter Pack, and keep going. But let's take a look at the Reaper real quick. So, destroying both body and soul with their necromantic scythes. Their preferred shock troop of many power-hungry Necromancer, even before Iratus took the stage. Despite this, the nature of their ability to channel destruction back to their masters is still poorly understood, since the curse they carry seems to predate the dark arts themselves. The best that Iratus was able to discover is that it's something primal, inherent in the world, that does not, and might not ever have a name. But while their true origin may be an enigma, their purpose is anything but to wage war on the living. So we've got the Reaper, and then we've got the Abomination, who looks like a meaty fellow. War is an eternal mover of progress, especially in the realms of the necromantic. Although Iratus had only recently re-emerged onto the stage, he did not waste any time delving back into his favorite hobby, the creation of minions, both dead and vile. In his malefic pursuits, the arch-necromancer has stumbled upon something he did not expect, the power of a new curse, the curse of flesh. Infused into the bodies of those wretched miners by the alchemists and strengthened through their sorcerous experiments, their flesh turned out to be infused with so much lingering pain. It took some study, but finally the results are at hand. The grotesque and putrid abomination Undead flesh forced to grow and deform over and over until it becomes a grisly engine of war. Well, let's make both of these things. Let's take a look, and oh, he's pretty. Let's take a look at the Reaper while we're at it.
Time to reap and rupture.
Okay, so what are the actual moves for these guys? So we can't see effects. Abilities. So he's got physical attack. Looks like that can be from any section, but it brings them forward. Spectral wave hits everybody, does magic. Ignites the target, dealing damage. Curse. Curses the target, dealing stress. So they're kind of a mixed. Okay. Let's see. Iratus gains spell power. And for every 1% vigor and sanity the target's missing, inflict physical damage. Max. Woof. That's some damage. Alright, let's take a look at this guy. Physical attack deals damage 3 times. So not great against armored units. Great against non-armored units. Abomination gains 12 attack until the end of combat. The enemies in the chosen position and the next position in line switch to random places. Intimidate all enemies and inspires allies for 2 turns. It's pretty good, actually. Marks an ally, redirects all targeted attacks by the marked ally to the abomination. Deals damage to any enemy that attacks the abomination. Hey, we've got a retribution character. Break and swallow. So stress attack instantly destroys an enemy that has less than 20% sanity remaining after receiving damage from this ability. The abomination receives a buff restoring 10%, 14 vigor until combat. So this guy's a bit of a physical attacker, but he's a really good frontliner, like an amazing frontliner for stress dudes. Because he can cover for them, do a little bit of damage, and instant kill anything that has low sanity, which is really nice, because sometimes it's a little bit up to RNG whether or not you actually get what you're looking for. Okay, well, I said I was going to bop out real quick and get the supporter pack so we can get the infested, so that's what I'm going to do. And then we'll actually start playing. Okay, so last creature that I was going to take a look at that I hadn't seen, we've got the infested. It's the abilities, physical attack, curse, deals damage, curses target dealing additional damage, removes debuffs from the target, buff initiative for the next one, can stack. Interesting, so that's like a major crit buff. Stress attack attacks 4 times, each attack dealing stress damage, and curses all. So it looks like this guy, with the exception of Slingshot, this guy is mostly a stress damager. Curses all enemies until the battle ends. Woo-hoo-hoo! Plague Garden is spooky. So that just stresses all of them out over and over and over again. Okay, so let's put the Abomination in here. You know what? We could actually make like a decent spook team if I wanted to. Right off the bat. I think I'm gonna make a second bride. Put the skeleton over here, put her here, have this be kind of my initial setup, and then we'll work on the rest. Because I actually want to start... Oh, this isn't the go. Here we go. Alright. The kingdom had need of the vast riches beneath the buried underneath the castle. Great veins of iron that promised to fuel conquest after conquest, along with the ancient artifacts from a long-forgotten age. The dwarves were eager to offer their services in this project, bringing their untested mining equipment and experimental concoctions for the promise of wealth. They only needed bodies that could obey, and that the humans could provide. With the dungeons filled to the brim with both criminals and rebels, there's no shortage of slaves to work these mines. Drugs were used to keep them docile as they dug ever deeper, year after year, unaware of the mortal danger that awaited them below. Alright, let's just go dunk on these fools. Once we're a little bit further in, I will start messing with some of the other classes, but I might as well start semi-generic, at least for a moment. Okay, so what is this game? This is Iratus, Lord of the Dead. It is... let's see, do we want to go for the extra attack buff? Yeah, let's think of him. I mean, these guys are pretty easy, so I can just afford to screw around. Yeah, interestingly enough, the Knight is actually more of a... The Dark Knight is more of a stress character than an actual attacker. Let's see, can I just hit this guy in the back? Yeah, let's just take him out. The animation seemed fast is because I turned it up. Let's see. Oh, I can only hit the front two. Well, neither of these guys are armored. Oh.
Death delivered.
Okay, let's just set this guy on fire. Easy peasy. I love the fact that you can turn the animations up. Let's see. Oh, I see. It just does the attack really, 3 times. Nope. I'm noticing the Abomination is actually spooking them a little bit more than I thought. That's probably a passive that I totally missed. Because, yeah, it doesn't say that this should do stress damage, but it does. Or maybe they changed it so... Well, I don't know. He's dead. We'll figure it out.
Another step towards my eternal kingdom.
Okay. After winning the battle... Ooh. Oh, it's a one-time use. I mean, I might as well use it. There's no reason to hold on to it. Let's see. Oh, potion making. This is the new thing. Can use parts he finds to brew various potions. By combining various parts, you discover recipes that can be used in battle. By using potions, you can enhance one or all minions, weaken enemies, or gain resources. Ooh, okay. So I just chuck stuff in. Well, what do I have the most of? Skull, cloth, dust. Okay. And this makes me... All enemies lose accuracy for 2 turns. Cool. That'll be fun to play with. Let's see. Is it artifacts? Yes. So let's just
now I will
toss that on, because there's no reason why not to.
Before me. Well, even more than previously.
Okay. Then graveyard-wise. So she's taking some damage. Mortuary is how they heal. It's a little early to just chuck somebody in the mortuary. Well, you know what?
The
Let's build that.
Is far too extensive. No, this was not the result of a battle. All these bodies were placed here deliberately.
Okay, we don't have enough to get more of that. So let's just... Oh! Right, you don't have to slot people in anymore. He's just working. I really appreciate that. Originally, you had to consume a unit to open up one of these slots, and then you'd use one of your other guys to go in. No, now that skeleton is just working there permanently. And that actually works perfectly for me. Let's see. So, containing dormant minions, awaiting their time, sacrifice a minion, get some extra stuff. Well, I think what we really want to look into is actually EXP and treasure hoards. Boy howdy, I forgot how long these were. Well, I know the cultists have good stuff. If I wanted to go that direction. Otherwise, we just go this way. Grab some cultists on the way up. Let's quick take a gander at everything. It's a dense map, and ultimately picking my path is, I'm not going to say completely meaningless. It's not huge. At least not yet. Once we get further in, I think I'll care more about where we're going. Okay, so who do I want to get? Let's get a vampire. You keep going? Yeah. If the bride goes down, and we'll go for it. What is the goal of winning? Winning and deleting humans. Okay, let's actually properly think of him this time. Okay, so we can mark an ally. We can do battle thumping. Let's do that. Hurt their accuracy a little. I don't remember which of these guys is actually the most dangerous. I know the Taskmaster is, but he's an inconvenience. So we'll go for Hunky. Okay, so Warning Shot. Also a stress attack. We have Overwatch. Let's probably just wail on him. Question, can I set the Taskmaster on fire? Yes. Oh! Enemies in the chosen position and the next position in line switch to random positions. Maybe we should try overwatching here. Let's hunger him up a bit. Yeah, so everything he does spooks people. So he is more of a fear team than anything else. Okay, so why don't we... Where's Overwatch? Ow. Oh, Well, nuts. Alright.
Become part of the breathless tide.
I was going to do Overwatch, but this jerk doesn't want me to. Okay, so let's do Intimidating Roar. Which, okay. It triggers Overwatch against a couple of them. But let's honestly just give him the shoot. We're taking some damage here.
Now that's gonna leave a mark.
But that is Iratus for you. So we'll have to make a B team that can heal. Eventually I get the ability to heal my own guys, and it's not so bad.
My will is a tide that will wash away your pathetic civilizations.
Oh, flasks are consumable, so I'm a little bit limited here. Okay, and we get armor, so that's good. We only have a couple of digger souls, so it's not too much. Let's level you up. Do I have to press the actual button? No. Stats. Ah, that's why. Because I don't have an ability point yet, but I do have stats. So, from my experience, Dark Knight is, interestingly enough, he's not really a... He's an okay physical attacker. He can do a lot with Heartless Slash. But Hollow Stare and Futile Hopes is amazing. Because you can also switch it over so it does stress damage to anybody that receives a debuff. And you can debuff enemies left and right. So let's actually work this guy towards more of a spook stance. Let's see. And he can heal himself, so I don't need armor that badly. Yeah, so this is single target. This is... Yeah, so we'll probably want to go for the Ravenous Abyss. But since he can heal himself, let's just go into Spook. Let's see, what about you? Dismiss, rename, switch skin. Oh! Woo! I like that. Let's actually take a look. Do we have any other skins for this guy? We got that one. That one looks rad. Let's see. I'll switch him up a little bit. What about vampire? Ah. Like, I know she's supposed to look a little bit more Victorian, but she absolutely just looks like my grandmother. Okay, what about the Reaper? What do you got? I like the blue on the horse, but his helmet looks dumb. So let's go with this one. And zombie. Oh, right. This one. The crazy goat skin. I love it. Okay. So, we're a little injured. I think I'm going to give this guy mostly health, because he recovers HP per turn. And I think, unlike the other ones, it's not really worth... Okay, I have to take a look. Feature. After every action, evoke feelings of terror, dealing 15% stress damage to all enemies. So, I could have this guy go for just raw damage. Ah, yeah, he can buff his own dread. Gosh, this guy is nuts. Let's see, enemies lose evasion, accuracy. I see, so one is buffs allies, one is debuffs enemies more. Deals damage to any enemy. And a chance to insta-kill. You know, for this one, the insta-kill might almost be worth it. But yeah, this guy just does stress damage for existing and swinging at enemies. Which, like, that alone is kind of rad. Okay. Stats. I usually go luck on the brides. See, what's her accuracy? It's already pretty good. So we'll just buff evasion for a little bit of survivability, because health is always going to be kind of tough to invest into with these characters. Still gonna need it. But later. Okay. So I want to take a look at the Reaper for like 2 seconds. Because the Reaper sets dudes on fire. He's very much like an all-rounder. I'm curious about how he works. When killing an enemy, Reaper restores 10% of vigor to itself and all minions. So does he have to be the one to land the kill? He might. Okay. Well, why don't we fill out...
Every skeleton dreams to become this when they grow up.
Make a couple of dudes. So, Vampire very much is just regular physical attacker. Bloodthirst is the main reason why they're so flimsy. I like the Bone Golem just because it's tanky and does more damage based on health. I know it can also blow itself up. I have mixed feelings on the Bone Golem blowing itself up. Let's see. So, I'd like to go for more of a spook squad here. Which means... moving the brides here. Do we think she'd live? Probably. Let's move the zombie and the Reaper out. Let's keep the Reaper here. We'll use him. Banshee. Is it the Banshee? Whenever an enemy moves, the Banshee deals stress damage to it. All minions gain dread. Weakens everybody. Soprano is good. Howl is decent. Right, that's why Howl is super good. Yeah, let's make a very quick Banshee.
Enjoy your wretched existence.
I'll have that be Spook Squad, but I think we'll leave it for a bit. Oh, right, wasn't the Blood Phantasm amazing? It was. Receiving direct damage, restore vigor to all allies. Blood Phantasm recovers vigor. Yeah, so this is equal parts team healer. Ooh, any characters that attack the marked minion. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so let's make a quick Blood Phantasm.
Good. I will use that against.
They're more of a
my
frontliner,
enemies.
though, which is iffy. We're gonna do it instead of the vampire? Yeah, let's do it instead of the vampire. Let's have this be a group and see if these guys can cope. I mean, we're still in kind of easy mode for now. Hey, and I can just quick save whenever. I wonder if I can quick save in the middle of battle. Oh, let's go this way. And I have a level up. Okay, EXP for minions or EXP for Iratus. Thank you. Let's go quick graveyard. In retrospect, we've got the mortuary. Let's let him heal. Let's see, what costumes does the Bone Golem have? Oh, you're right. I don't think I've looked at that yet. Okay. Woo! I like that frosty kind of Wendigo look. When he dies, all enemies receive a ton of damage. If I end up with more parts than I know what to do with, we'll look into Bone Golem for sure. Yeah, what I really want is Scalpel Artist, I think. There's Scalpel Artist, and there's also a heal one somewhere here. I think they moved this all around. Deals stress damage to enemies. Insurgents receive evasion. It was under Ire. Okay, at the start of its turn, minion restores vigor if I have at least X amount of wrath. I swear there's a healing spell that just heals everybody. Ah, here we go. All units recover 50 vigor. Which is good, but it's very expensive, and it's going to take a long time to get down there. Okay, so we'll stick with alchemy for the time being. Go for the better parts. Because the more parts we can get, the less losing minions becomes an issue. Let's send these guys in. That's rude. Okay, so I see a taskmaster in the back. We can't do Flames of Love. It's fine. Probably just start with think of him. Okay. When receiving direct damage, restore vigor to all allies. Dealing damage, recovers vigor. Attack, marks a minion for 2 turns. So the question is, do we want to do Mark of Retribution? Or just go Transfusion? Just mark the Bone Golem. He did take... Yeah, he did take damage from that. Okay, well, we don't want to do self-destruct. That'd be hilarious. Okay, let's just wail on... Well, I forgot. Now, this guy's in defensive stance, so he can't move. That's fine. Flames of Love. Let's get rid of that Taskmaster. Yeah, holy shit. That,
Kill, my darling, kill!
That Retribution ability is insanely good. I'm gonna just keep using it on the Bone Golem. It clearly is working. Okay. Don't have too much. Let's just kill this guy. Kill the Taskmaster. And at this point, I might as well start attacking. Oh, this hits the front too. That's good. Definitely gonna need a heal after this.
Brave are an excellent source of fresh corpses.
Okay, that should do decent chunks of damage. It does decent chunks. I should probably heal with the Bone Golem.
Ends, your service begins.
Okay, just thought of a group. 4 Bone Golems. Would be interesting. Nefarious Engine would... You're better off having 2 in the front, maybe. Anything more than that is kind of silly. Let's buff his accuracy. That's a bad accuracy. When killed, restores vigor to allies. That's not really what I want to plan on, to be honest. Okay. Now, I think most of his abilities are equal to damage dealt. Yeah, so we want to just do raw damage on this guy. I could put a little bit into luck, but I think I'm just going to save the points. Okay, so stats. I could do a little bit of luck. I think I'm going to put it into vigor just because they tend to get one shot below a certain level. Okay, so Flames of Eternal Love doesn't change where you can hit with. Crits do more damage. Deals more damage. Ooh. I feel like Deadly Love might be a bit better. Or not Deadly Love, Deadly Watch. Ignores armor. Gaining the evasion, though. That's kind of huge, because what's her evasion normally? 9%. The other question is, do we want to go for Flames of Passionate Love? Less damage, longer time, more damage, shorter time. Let's go for the more damage.
Now, prove yourself worthy
Okay,
of my
is there an end to this game? What happens if you reach it? So there are 6 total levels. So we are currently in the mines. And so when we reach this, we go to the exit, we go up a level, we go to the dwarf tunnels, then the mercenary barracks, catacombs, cathedral, and then cemetery. And then that's the end of the game. The 1.0 version of this game only has up to the cathedral. This DLC added the cemetery, which is the new level. Let's see, can you rename the monsters? Yes! So I could rename this guy, yeah, we got Bob the Bone Golem now. Okay, let's go to the graveyard for a second, pull him out, put him here. Check Bob in because he's getting wrecked. What we should probably do is actually make another Blood Phantasm and one of those so we can heal more of my guys. So let's do that real quick.
You, my bloody hand, I, your vengeful eyes.
At some point I will upgrade these guys so they're better, but right now we are poor beans. Oh, right. But I am poor beans. I'm just going to chuck them over here. Let's see. So we've got the arena, which is free EXP. Library. Ooh. Every minion studying ancient books gives Iratus 32 EXP and 8% of the EXP from the current level, which is really good. Would I rather have some diggers? Yeah, let's go for the digger souls, actually. So I'll chuck him in there for the time being. I want to increase the amount of healing that I'm getting, but I can do that later.
Provides it with no shortage of spirits to harvest.
Okay, transformation of 3 parts, brains, or items into vigor. So I can heal all of my minions if I wanted to with this. I'd like to put that off for as long as possible, if possible. Okay, last thing, Wraith. Ah, Wraith had Terror Wave. That's why Wraith was so good. I think I'm gonna try and roll this group instead. Oh, and I leveled up. But I don't think I can afford anything. Do we increase the amount of digger souls that I get? Or do we just go for the extra parts? Now let's go for the digger souls.
The will becomes free.
Okay, ancient coffin filled with items. And I get... Oh, select a boon. For every unfilled squad slot, no. Whenever Iratus uses a potion, minion regains vigor. The minion starts their turn in position 3 or 4. They receive luck and crit damage for the end of battle. Stacks up to 5 times. How does that stack? Oh!
I'll take it.
That's really good, actually. It's every round. It's not... If it starts the battle, it starts their rounds in that section. Okay. Do you want to put this... Which bride? Her. Oh, and we've actually got 2 of these. Perfect. Yeah, so starts their turn in position 3 or 4. They always are. So that's extra 15 luck and 15% crit damage. That's real good. I mean, obviously the match has to last that long, but that's still real good. Okay. So what do we do? I mean, I might as well do Agony. Just set everything on fire. Okay, bonus damage, mark an ally. Enemies lose initiative, or I could just hit them and spook the heck out of everybody. Yeah, and she's got Soprano. It's actually really good. Maybe I'll want to switch her later. Now, do I want to do... No. Absorb Fear is kind of pointless. Let's just shriek at him. Well, that messed him up pretty badly. Okay, let's have her do no. Okay. And then these 2 enemies switch position and get spooked. We missed. Fortunately, we don't have too many debuffs or buffs. What I want to do is... Oh. Apparently dissection only works on the front two guys. Well, I probably should have not done that. Oh well, it's fine. I'm just doing whatever the heck.
This is my kind of entertainment.
Yep, perfect. Okay, so the Reaper does not need to be the one that lands the finishing blow. That's incredible. So as long as he's around, all of my guys just heal. 10%. Let's see, every time they receive a buff? Yeah, but they're not receiving a whole lot of buffs. So I'll just do kind of whatever. Man, they go insane quick. No, he's fleeing. Shoot. Please, sir. Can you spook some more?
Toss them in.
There we go. Problem solved. And now he heals himself. Oh, Break and Swallow just lasts for the entire round. Well, that's goofy. I don't have too much here. I guess let's just buff and debuff and just make him bad. Because I believe now we can do extra damage for every buff and debuff. I think Battle Thumping only counts as one debuff, but I'll take it. Let's see, he has no buffs, and we don't need any spell power, so I'll just hit him. Whoops! Maybe hitting him was the mistake. Have anything that moves me forward? No. Well, I think he's got something. Hunger. Hunger! A little late for hunger, but that's okay. Yeah, I like the Abominations. They're obviously kind of gross. Oh, there. That's how I can send him back. And I think he functions perfectly fine in the back, too.
Ooh, I didn't think it would be this
There we go.
easy.
Yep. Spook Squad is a go. Holy crap, Spook Squad is a go. Alright, so let's pull out the Bone Golem. Let's just start switching in the brides. Alright. Let's build a library, but I'm gonna need another Death Knight. Death Knight, if I can find you, yes. Because yeah, this is gonna get me some EXP. It's gonna give me a lot of EXP.
Every scrap of significant mortal knowledge down here. It's about as dull as you'd imagine.
Okay, so unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait on those. I'm gonna need some points. And that is fine. Let's see. Minion to raise. I guess I'll just get another Death Knight and then chuck him over here. Hopefully I can turn left after this group. I think I can. Alright. So, Agony. Let's do it on the Spearman. He's a bit of a pain. Is he already fleeing? What an absolute turd! Okay, so we cannot do Soprano. You know what? Move her forward. I think in this guy's case, we could do Battle Thumping, but let's just go for Slice. Because I think that'll just get everybody. Yep, bye! See you later! And let's just set everybody on fire. By the way, you're on the Steam page. I'm well aware. That's part of the reason why I'm doing this. Okay, so that didn't work the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. Let's keep sopranoing these guys. That's actually a really solid system. I think we've got a winning combo here. Because this guy ruins folks. Invalid target. Really? Oh, wrong one. There we go. Let's work on spooking this guy. Because, yeah, he sets enemies on fire and also makes them lose sanity. This guy is kind of a giant meat wall, can heal himself. And does decent stress once we get a little bit further in.
Ah, your frail bodies fail you.
Let's see, he hasn't taken a whole lot of damage. Who is not spooked out? You're not spooked out enough. Alright. Nope, miss. Dang. So we'll probably want some accuracy here. Ah, shoot. I missed with my Wrath move. That's a bad setup. Oh, that's so good. I'll just hit that guy. Break and swallow. Yum yum.
As worthless as you were
And yet,
in life,
now he just
you
heals.
will be worth something in death.
Man, I absolutely love these new monsters. They're just so much fun to play with. And honestly, that Abomination, like, I'm trying to cook up the a build where it's just nothing but Abominations, but I haven't quite figured out, like, if that's even feasible, so I'm not going to do it, at least until I'm there. But they are, by and far, my favorite frontliner in this game. They're so versatile. They fit in every party group, and that ability to just eat anybody that is insane is just so good. Anyway, with this, I will be stopping here at least. So first and foremost, thank you so much to Daedalic Entertainment for sponsoring this video and all subsequent videos as part of this series. It was a ton of fun, and okay, not all of them, like the next 7, 8, but it was a ton of fun, and I can't wait to come back and play more. And this time, hopefully my schedule is actually going to be able to fit it in that we can finish a full run of Iratus, because I want to unlock those last two classes. It's been long enough, and I don't know, I want to have more toys to play with. So I guess this is just a quick reminder, the DLC is out now. It is $15, discounted down to $12.74. Which I think is a very reasonable price. It adds about 20% onto the base game, and the two new monsters are honestly just better than all the rest. I'd love to see an overhaul at some point, where they just make the rest of the monsters just as good, or add extra move sets for them so you can kind of customize them more. I'd love to see just more, really, is the answer. And then, of course, you know, base game's out and is fantastic. If you're on the wall, I would recommend this at some point, just in terms of just a neat roguelike. Obviously, it borrows a lot from Darkest Dungeon, but at the same time, it does a lot different in terms of just, I mean, that the Spook Squad alone makes it so good. But for now, at least, we will be stopping here. So if you guys like this episode in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe, because I got a lot of Iratus content sitting around on my channel, and I'm going to have a lot more too. So with all that said, thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.